Ooh, Black Myth Wukong. It's everywhere. Seems like we're getting a little bit of a mini type of experience that we got last year at Baldur's Gate 3. I wouldn't say it's not necessarily as high as it was for Baldur's Gate 3. That to a point, I think Baldur's Gate definitely had a lot more, hype going into it. I felt like it was talked a lot more. But there are people coming together for this game. It does reach a demographic that doesn't normally play games, and in some ways they aren't even allowed to play games, which is China. And it's interesting how successful this game is becoming, like very fast. What's going on, you guys? Gaming Addict here, coming at you with another video. Today we're going to be talking about Black Myth Wokong and the success that it's having, and I kind of feel like maybe this is good and bad. Let's go over the good first, because we always gotta put our best foot forward. The good is we have a new IP, especially from a mythology in a part of the world that doesn't normally get any type of shine. Normally it's like Greek mythology or North mythology. It's nice to see, I don't even know what the China mythology of this is called, but it's nice to see different, perspectives of people's culture was being represented in games, clearly in a positive way. The game is selling very well. It is selling up to, looks like updated from Rhino. Black Myth Wukong is reportedly to have sold 14 to 15.4 million copies according to Gamers Take and VG Insight. Both sources were accurate in estimating the 10 million milestone prior to its official announcement. Guys, this game has not been out long. This game has really not been out long at all. Just like a week or two. And the fact that it's already selling this good doesn't look like it's going to be coming down anytime soon. I played the game. I enjoyed my time with it. I haven't beat it. I have a few hours into it streaming it. And I think it's a great experience. I actually believe that where it falls on the Metacritic score, if there was no issues, it would be 5 points higher. Because that's how of a quality of a game this game is. People are just wanting to look at the negatives of this game and not the positives. Like, and I'm not even talking about performance, because we're going to talk about performance here in a minute. But people will be like, oh, it's a boss rush game. Oh, it's not really much open world. But these are the same people saying that they want less open world games. The same people. It's like, look, just because you're getting destroyed in the game doesn't mean you have to hate on it to that degree. Look, I'm getting destroyed in the game, but because the input on the PlayStation is so atrocious that I feel like when I'm trying to dodge, my character is just sitting there chilling. Don't even care what's going on. That's my issue with this game. My issue is I feel that the input lag on the PlayStation 5, which has been proven and been written about multiple times at this point, the PlayStation 5 version is just horrible. I have no clue why this game came out for the PlayStation 5. We're seeing, reports that the biggest reason it's skipped Xbox is because the Xbox version wasn't much better. If anything, it wasn't much worse. It was probably around the same as the PlayStation 5's version, which is not good. Probably could have been worse. But it's like at the same time, what we got from the PlayStation 5 version is not acceptable for a game. In some ways, it's even really, it's better optimized on PC from what I've been told, but I wouldn't go as far as to say it's optimized well. I mean, maybe some of you in the comment section below can talk more about the optimization of Black Myth Wokong. So that's like my biggest point with this stuff. It's like, here we are with a huge success as something like Black Myth Wukong, selling 15 million units right off the bat. And I would say a good portion of that's PC. But even if you do 50-50, hell, even if you say PC sold 10 and PlayStation sold 5, those 5 million people, including myself that bought this on PlayStation, we got bamboozled. We got robbed. We paying something for $60 or $70. I can't remember. I think it was 70. I don't know. We're paying something that is essentially unplayable. Now look, can you play this game even with the issues? Yes. Should you? Absolutely not. I dropped it. I was like, I'm not coming back till they fix the frame rate, till they fix the input lag. And what's funny is, like, I saw somewhere, and I don't know if it's true or not, so, disclaimer there, but apparently the developer said that there's a bottleneck going on right now, and it's going to take 6 months to fix everything on the PlayStation 5. Or maybe he was talking about the Xbox. Sound like he was talking about the PlayStation 5. The input lag on the PlayStation 5, I was streaming, dead ass, holding up the controller. I got a controller right here because I was streaming it. And I'm like, I'm pressing the right bumper and it's not healing. I would press it 2 or 3 times and it wouldn't heal. Sometimes I'd have to press a button 3 or 4 times to heal. Now, is that everything? Am I saying every time I try to heal, I had to sit there and just bang on the controller button over and over again? No. For the most part, I would say it had like a 70% succession rate when it comes to, the input lag working correctly. But I do think it's a problem on the performance on top of the input lag. And when you put those together, it's an issue. I think that's the biggest issue we're going into here is us as gamers got to do better. And I don't think it's even all on us. I would say there's a good portion on us, but PlayStation and Xbox got to do better jobs on protecting their consumer base. When PlayStation saw how bad this game ran on the PlayStation, they should have looked up, I think, Game Science and said, nah, fam, we delaying that sucker. We delaying it, we good. Because I personally feel 100% confident if these gaming platforms will hold these publishers, that includes themselves. So PlayStation and Xbox, you can't hold other people accountable if you're doing it yourself. Maybe that's the reason it goes down, because they have no problem releasing broken games either. There's a difference between broken games and games like Starfield that don't have like certain features, like 60 frames at launch. Those are different. I still don't like those, but if you're legitly releasing a game that doesn't function well, that has input lag to the noticeable degree that is in this game, that's a problem. And I don't think anyone should be defending this. There's concrete proof showing that Black Myth Wukong is having mad issues in the industry on console. We see it on display from multiple people, including myself. And then if you look at the Xbox scenario, it didn't even pass certification. That should tell you everything you need to know about how well this game was running on consoles out the gate. Now, I don't know. Maybe PlayStation was a little bit more lenient with their certification to get this game out because they felt like getting something like Black Myth Wukong out is a good example of, getting something that's going to be naturally a timed exclusive for the foreseeable future. We don't know how long this Xbox and Black Myth Wukong thing is, but it's just like we need more scenarios, kind of like the Cyberpunk. The Cyberpunk scenario was like, look, this game isn't running. Now, obviously, PlayStation removed it from their store because they were getting so many calls. It was so bad, but they need to do that more often. If a game is not functioning and it's clearly broken, there's a difference between having some bugs and being clearly broken. And the people in the comment section, you know what I'm talking about. Stop playing dumb. But if a game is clearly broken, and you know for a fact that Xbox, PlayStation, and even Steam, I wish Steam would participate in this a little bit more, and they just removed the game off and delisted it until they got that patch or whatever, you would see these third-party publishers being way more fine-tooth comb to make sure these games get out the way they should get out. Right now, we don't have a lot of regulation in terms of government in the gaming industry. But if you continue to give us broken products, what do you think is going to happen eventually? It's going to start being Class A lawsuits, then bam. The gaming industry is starting to get regulated. I don't know if that's going to happen. Put in the comments below if you guys think that's going to happen. I want a game that's functioning, that works well. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. And Black Myth Wukong is the most successful, disappointing thing I have seen this year. Because it shows you that us gamers, we got no self-control, man. It don't matter, man. We have zero self-control. That's why I got to push the fixing the industry in this term of thing over to the consoles, to the Switch, to the PlayStation, to the Xbox. Obviously, them themselves can't be releasing broken games too. And they all tend to do that sometimes. But I feel like you guys, the ball's in your court. You know, look out for the consumer for once instead of the money that's coming in for the game. Because the game will get delayed. These companies will delay the game. You're still going to get your money. And probably more money because there's not going to be as much bad publicity going on with the game. But anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm very curious to hear your guys' opinion. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely hit that like button. You could always sub to the channel for weekly content. We make weekly content on here just about every day. You can follow me on Twitter at Lord Addict ILP. And you can follow my streaming channel down there, Addict Arena, where we talk about pretty much everyday gaming news. You know, we talk about it with the community, kick it up. But I appreciate everyone coming through here. And until next time, this is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here. Peace.